Test. I went to the supermarket.
Johnson's,
I went
Lisa
to
Ann,
the train
Brazzers
station.
Network.
Took the train to my grandma's house. That's really good vocal warm-ups right there.
Hell yeah.
I got one more. Red leather, yellow leather. I mean,
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Philion. Philly on. Philly off.
Philion.
Okay. Are you ready?
Good, baby, we're good.
Are you sure we're good?
Wake up, buddy.
I have never been more awake in my entire YouTube career. I'm a horse. Nay. What animal would you be if you could pick one spirit animal?
Fucking lion, dude. Have you seen my ring?
Why you gotta go so basic, bitch,
not
there? I'm not trying to call you out in front of thousands of people, but lion? Oh, what would you want to be? I'd want to be a lion. Everyone wants to be a lion.
It's not what I would want to be.
Me? You know what I would be? A fucking meerkat.
Listen. Two different questions. It's what I am versus what I want to be.
Oh, shit. All right, so let's break it down.
I'm a fucking lion.
But you want to be.
I have the mane.
You do have a mane.
You can't beat like a eagle. Flying.
I don't know why I thought you were going to say raptor. I was waiting for you to just look in my eyes and be like, I'm a fucking raptor, dude. Well, I would want to be, what did I say, a meerkat? Yep. Or, no, did I say meerkat?
Either meerkat or lemur, I don't know.
Lemur, meerkat, that's me. Like, that's what I would be. But, like, realistically, I'd probably say I'm a sea tortoise. Just wise. Apparently,
a sea tortoise.
Apparently, everyone in the comments thinks I'm like 38 years old.
Lives forever.
Just lives forever.
Just exists.
I exist on this earth.
Just float.
To entertain people on a podcast with my best bud. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Sunday Sauce, your grandmother's favorite podcast. I am joined with Philion. We just did our vocal warm-ups. Hopefully that made the cut into the video because that was fantastic. Welcome to episode 2. Be sure to like and subscribe. How we doing tonight, Philly?
You know, I'm feeling pretty great. I have to say, this set put me in a good mood. Look at this. We got some jarred fried peppers. Ooh. We got some garlic powder, some lemons, some soap when you're doing the dishes.
What else do we got? Keep naming things.
I got you. We got some homemade limoncello. Limoncello.
I'm sorry. During test recordings, he kept calling it limoncello, and he did it again. I thought he was going to say limoncello. It's limoncello.
Nobody says it like that.
Me and my entire family, the person that made that, my father, he makes it like that, and he says it like that.
Maybe in English.
By the way, shout out to my beautiful mother. Thank you for making our set come to life. I asked my dad, I was like, what did you think about the first episode? He goes, it was fucking great, but the set looked like shit. Why don't you spice it up a little bit? My mom was like, don't worry, I got it. She came down. Look at this. Panettone. Fucking water from Italia. They took that right from the creek up in Calabria. Swear to God. But yeah, we're back for episode 2. I think we have to first off say thank you to everybody for the outstanding support that you guys provide on episode 1. All jokes aside, it was insane. Yeah. Over 15,000 views, I think, at the time of recording this. By the way, we're recording this, breaking the fourth wall on November 13th. It is Wednesday morning at 12:36 a.m.
Jesus Christ, I have class in minus 12 hours.
Yeah, you got to go to class, and I have to go to Georgia. I'm flying to Georgia, and if anyone knows anything about me, I fucking hate flying. I'm legitimately dreading it. I'm going to cope a lot with comedy tonight to try to just calm the fuck down, but...
What do you hate about flying?
Phil, I hate everything about flying. The only thing that I like about flying is the fact that they provide drinks on the plane. Mm-hmm. That's going to be a good thing, but other than that, I hate going through and taking my shoes off and them checking my entire body. And then for some reason, I'm always the one that gets randomly selected to get the fucking full-on pat down.
The cracks and crevices get explored.
Getting a little bit too deep there, guy at the TSA. You know, that's what they're called, right? The TSA. Yep. You guys are great. Keep doing you. But I hate that whole process. I hate putting, the one thing I hate the most, oh my God, I'm so glad we're talking about this. I hate when you have to put all of your electronics and stuff in the fucking bin, and then 8 other people put their bins, and your bin goes into an abyss, and you're like, am I gonna get my laptop back? Probably not.
There is 10 grand worth of equipment in that one bin.
Dude, literally, my backpack that's on my back when I go to the airplane or on the airplane, it's got all of my shit, my iPad, my camera for vlogging while I'm there, everything. And it just goes into this container that I just am never going to see until I go through the little
I feel like the radiation thing is just like frying all the devices.
I fucking hate it. Then you get on the plane. It takes forever to fucking finally take off. I hate takeoff. I hate landing. While you're in the air, I can't stand, the turbulence and everything. It's just, I'm not looking forward to it. I am looking forward to seeing my friends, though. So,
bro, it's one of the best inventions of human kind.
Isn't it crazy how long we've been flying? I don't mean to go down this rabbit hole right now, but the Wright brothers made that shit in what, not even 19?
1930s.
It was in the 30s? It wasn't the 19s?
Either late 20s or early 30s.
The Roaring 20s were a good time. My great-grandpa Nunzio, he was fucking living in the 20s. It was fucking lit.
When was Prohibition?
Phil, what is this, a fucking
teens?
history podcast? People keep asking, like, what is your podcast about? I just tell them, I go, me and Philly just go down these rabbit holes and kind of whatever we talk about, we talk about. But if you would like, we can start today's episode by addressing some of the comments that we saw from the previous episode, because like I said, the support was unbelievable. Majority of the comments were very sweet, very flattering. Thank you guys for that. And then there were a handful of,
Dude,
to say a little bit, rude comments.
a little toxic.
A little toxicity in the comment section.
They are all from my channel. That is my bad.
I gotta say, you're right. They probably all were. I was trying to swing that in a positive way. Yeah, most of the people, I don't want to dive right into it. I'll let you read a comment first. But, some of you guys have a very interesting opinion on me, and we're going to address that and hopefully reach, a final verdict.
Also me, though. Also me.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, my audience breaks up into two types of people.
Oh, let's hear this.
People that support me.
Absolutely.
No matter what I do.
The true VIPs,
yes.
if you will, of the
Love
Philion
them.
army. Do you call your fans anything like the Philions?
Absolutely not.
The Philly Willies?
What am I? Yeah, the Philly. That's a new thing.
We call my squad the Canto Kids. I feel like I like the Philly Willies. Let us know if you fuck with that in the comments down below.
What up, my little Philly Willies?
I can't even imagine the people that wrote these comments saying, I'm a part of the Philly Willy Nation.
Some of them would love it.
Yeah, I'm a Philly Willy. Dude, Philly fucking Willy.
Okay, so the other part of my audience
yes.
are complete psychopaths, the dregs of society. They live to troll me and everything that I talk about.
Why is it that 90% of your audience that came over are just shredded to the gills in their icons, just looking like they're about to pop at any moment?
Absolute monsters.
You guys are fucking shredded. Let me get on that weight loss routine. A lot of you guys are just killing it. But yeah, let's hear some of these comments that were here in episode 1, and let's shed some light on these
I can't
comments.
hear the Fabio-looking motherfucker. We fixed that.
Yes, we turned up his gain a little bit. We lowered mine because a lot of people, basically the general consensus from the first episode was that I'm way too loud, you were way too quiet. Today we're going to find that perfect balance, and it's going to be beautiful. And the fact that they called you Fabio is just so fucking... You guys are fucking hilarious. I'll give your people credit. They had me dying in the comment section.
You didn't know who Fabio was. I had to show you a picture.
Yeah, I had a general idea that he probably looked like a guy with long hair, chiseled bone structure, and a Tarzan-esque to him, you know what I'm saying? And I was not disappointed when I did indeed
He's a sex icon.
Yeah, he's great.
He's great.
You're fantastic.
Thank you.
Let's take it easy a little bit there before I jump over this fucking table.
Sure
Anyway.
You don't want me to read the next one?
Wait, which is the next one? Because I got a great one right here.
The Chad Philly versus the Virgin Vinny.
Yeah, you only got about 56 minutes or so to get to know me. That virgin comment goes directly hand in hand with this next comment that I'm going to read that says, Vinny looks like a wad of gum.
What type of gum we talking?
To which I say, yeah, so this is the way you guys think of me? You think of me as a virgin piece of chewing gum. What kind of gum am I? That's the next question I would ask.
I would say juicy fruit.
I would say, the problem with juicy fruit, though, not to get down a whole, discussion of favorite fucking gum, but juicy fruit starts off great and then tastes like absolute dog shit. I would argue I'm the other way around. At first I taste like shit, but then you're like... Damn, yo, this shit delicious, yo. Let me pop a bubble of that shit, you know what I'm saying?
That.
I would say I'm a cross between 5 gum and the experience you get chewing 5 gum and maybe some, old school bubblicious.
I have a problem with 5.
Oh, shit, let's talk about this.
I like to blow some bubbles, right?
5, you can't blow bubbles?
I blow the bubbles, nice and large, too. But
Good
it
for
leaves
you.
like this, disgusting, schmegma.
Residue.
Yeah,
Residue.
On my lips. I'm walking around look like I just blew a Smurf.
You really hate to see that. You really hate to see that. All right, moving on to the next comment. I'll take over here, Phil. We have Kenny's Fit. Oh, by the way, we should probably give shout-outs to the people that have left these comments. Thank you to my Moabs for saying I look like a piece of chewing gum. Who called me a virgin?
Tom Riddle.
Tom Riddle.
Do you know who that is?
Cool fucking name, Tom Riddle.
You don't even know who that is?
Is he a content creator?
Jesus Christ.
Fucking know who Tom Riddle is.
Isn't it Voldemort?
The guy in Harry Potter?
Yes.
That's the actor that plays him?
No. If I got this wrong, then I'm stupid.
I'm genuinely curious. We're going to do some searching. I'm literally over here doing the guessing game, trying to figure out who the fuck this is.
Yeah, I know my shit. It's fucking Lord Voldemort.
So that's his actual name?
Yeah.
Tom Riddle?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that was the actor that played.
No. That's his real name.
You want to hear something cool about Harry Potter?
Yeah.
You know this. I feel like a lot of new people might not know this.
Oh, this is wild.
This is crazy. Yeah. Let me redeem myself for not knowing who Tom Riddle was. J.K. Rowling, the lovely J.K. Rowling, actually follows me on Twitter. Her son David watches my videos. So shout out to David and to Miss Rowling. Hopefully you guys are seeing this. Hopefully you're enjoying this. And just thank you for being so fucking awesome.
Dude, I could say hi to J.K. Rowling right now.
Direct contact to J.K. Rowling.
I love you.
Yeah, you're awesome. You're great. But yeah, that is just the highlight of my entire essence is the fact that J.K. Rowling and her son have watched my videos at a particular point. I was at one point on, not to flex too hard,
yeah,
but I was on the TV in their living room and they were watching me together. She sent me a picture on Twitter. It's literally public. You can go check this out. It's crazy.
Retire right after that.
You know what? I've peaked, ladies and gentlemen. I have peaked. So, back to the next comment we have from Kenny's Fit. Kenny's Fit, right? Yes, there's an S in there. He said, why is it not just Kenny Fit?
I don't know, dude.
Why is it Kenny's Fit? Let us know the significance of the S there.
Yeah.
And he's saying Kenny's Fit. Not just saying Kenny Fit, but I'm Kenny and I am fit.
Yes, Kenny is fit.
Kenny, you're so fucking fit, dude. All right.
Keep it up, Kenny.
We just plugged this man for 5 seconds. You owe us some money for that, bro. 300 followers. It's going to be fantastic. So Kenny said, you're so hyped about glasses. Like, calm down, Velma.
Zoinks.
Like, honestly, jinkies, Kenny Smith. This was a great comment. Like, we're reading these. Part of the reason why we're reading these is just because we were legit just scrolling on our own time, found them, and thought, this is hilarious. We have to directly address this on the podcast. I would simply say, don't worry, all right? I'm going to be much more calm today. I actually took a horse tranquilizer before we started filming, so I'm feeling pretty tame, even though for the last 10 minutes, I've pretty much been the same amount of energy as the first episode.
I mainlined. Let me tell you about my coffee intake, my caffeine intake.
Let's hear it, buddy.
It's 3 shots of espresso baseline. Like that's, so I wake up and I'm tired. 3 shots of espresso in the form of a Freddo espresso, which is 3 shots of espresso poured over ice and shaken. It's popular in Greece and Italy, right? That gets me like okay functional. In order for me to get like that like coffee buzz, I need to drink a large cold brew and then like another just basic black coffee.
I'm going to keep it 100% with you. There's about 7 things that you just said that I have no idea what you're talking about.
I just told you, dude.
No, I'm saying the specific terms. Cold brew. I'm guessing it's cold. But what exactly does brew mean? What is
okay.
I'm not a coffee drinker for those that don't know. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I got you. I'll explain it. So there's iced coffee, which is just hot coffee that is put in the fridge
yes, I know
and then poured over ice. No, there's a difference, Vinny. Wait.
Okay.
Second of all,
absolutely.
Cold brew refers to the process of taking coffee grinds, right? Pouring a shit ton of them.
I'm following. Absolutely. Yeah, keep going.
Pouring a shit ton of them into a container. And then soaking it with water, and then you leave it for like 12 to 24 hours, depending on how strong you want the coffee. So it's completely different.
That is fucking astounding.
Yeah. More caffeine, different taste, it's smoother. It's the way to go.
Never got into coffee. Couldn't tell you why. There was a small period of time during my time at Adelphi where I was like, you know what? I'm going to record my videos before I get to class. And I would wake up feeling like absolute dog shit. I would make myself a cup of coffee from the Keurig upstairs. Got a Keurig. Thing's fucking sweet. Again, no clue what Keurig means. It's just a brand name. Does it have something to do with the coffee? I don't know.
No free advertising on this podcast.
I'm sorry.
Vinny.
We need sponsors. DM us, Instagram, DM us, email us, whatever. We need sponsors.
I can't picture you on coffee.
I'd be... It wouldn't be good for the podcast. Let's just say that, because some people fuck with the high energy, others don't. Yeah. to put it lightly, and by others don't, I mean 90% of the comments are not feeling the high energy. But we're gonna keep it moving. This comment's great right here. Or rather, do you have another one before I?
No, go for it.
Okay, this one's quite lengthy. And I'm really gonna break into character for this one. This is from Nina Forte. Lovely name, by the way. Nina said, Phil. Phil. I've been subscribed to your channel since forever. Thank you, Nina, for supporting my friend. This is such a great expansion. Good for you. So I saw that initially, just to stop reading this for a second. I was like, oh my God, we're about to get a really nice, great feedback, really dope comment.
Absolutely not.
And then I kept reading Nina Forte's message. She goes on to say, this is where shit took a turn. But your co-host's voice. Still, I'm still thinking positive here. Even though there was a but. I'm like, oh, God, maybe she's going to say something nice.
Because you've gotten some comments about like how buttery smooth your voice is. Like you got a radio voice.
Yeah. But your co-host voice makes me want to put my fingers in a garbage disposal. Stop talking. Holy crap, LOL. Can you just make your own podcast channel? I could listen to you for hours.
You know what, Nina? Maybe I will.
And you know what, Nina? I'm not even going to rebuttal this. I'm just simply going to say you are ridiculously attractive.
Yep.
And if you would like to hit me up on Instagram, maybe we could, discuss the fact that my voice is that unappealing to you. But I'd love to take you out sometime. I got to shoot my shot on Sunday Sauce. I think that's something that I have to do here.
Maybe you guys can go get some paninis nice, you know what I'm saying?
I know the best. I don't know where you're from. I know the best panini place in town. Let me tell you. Channeling my inner Italian accent right there, Sebastian Maniscalco-esque. I know the best panini place. We could go. But yeah, I'm going to take her out. Imagine telling our kids one day that's how we met. She shit on me in a comment section. I just called her out on a podcast to go on a date with me.
I can see it.
Manifestation. Kendall Jenner and Nina Forte, my new girlfriends. It's 1,000% going to happen. Anything else we got as far as comments?
Yeah, talk about politics. I'm curious to know what Phil's political views are.
Can I take this one first? I would love to dabble into this.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So here's the thing about talking about politics. We're not fucking talking about politics. Abso-fucking-lutely not.
Yeah.
You want to talk about dividing a fan base? Fuck that shit. We're going to keep this as safe as possible when it comes to the fucking political debates.
My political views are also non-existent.
Yeah. Phil doesn't even know where he is right now. He's just in podcast mode.
Dude, I have class in like 8 hours.
Yeah.
It's early.
How many times are you going to complain about class? You should be grateful that you get to go out and talk to people and interact with professors. You know what I do on a daily basis?
Oh, let's hear it, Vin.
I fucking wake up at 6 p.m. I go to the gym. I record a video. I stream. And then it's back to my cave.
You realize that... So right now we're in New York, right? And it's...
Phil, you can't be doxing us like this.
You told them our college.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did.
You did.
It's a joke, absolutely. Go ahead. Yeah, we're in New York. I got you.
For some reason, we subscribe to daylight savings, where we...
It's a weird thing.
It's pointless, first of all. We're not... like.
Well...
We're not farmers in the 1860s that needs to conserve oil.
Well, speak for yourself.
Okay.
Here's the thing with daylight savings. I'm glad we're talking about this.
What I'm trying to say is, you wake up and it's dark out, and you go to sleep and it's dark out.
Well, maybe I like the dark, yo. No, I gotta fix it. We're gonna actively talk about different things we're doing in our lives to better ourselves throughout this podcast, 100%, throughout the onslaught of episodes that you guys are getting every Sunday at noon, by the way. We decided 12 p.m. EST is gonna be the time that we drop these. Daylight savings is cool when the one that just happened is dope. When you're out and it's 1 o'clock and then it goes to 2, but then it goes back to 1 or 2 to 3 and then back to whatever the fuck happened. We lost an hour or gained an hour. I don't know the proper way to word it. Basically, if you're out, it stays earlier longer. And that's the cool one that I fuck with. Because it's also kind of shitty though that it gets dark at 5:30 now.
5:30. It gets dark at 4:17 on the dot.
Phil, like I said, I don't really leave the house much. Thank God you're here to shed some light on that particular topic.
Dude, I'm your connection to the outside world.
Yeah, dude,
I'm
literally.
like you're like a space hub, right? And I'm like a probe that just goes out into the world and comes back and gives you information.
I'm just a really regimented person when it comes to my routine. In other words,
you could put it that way.
I do that. Well, let me explain. Okay. I do the same shit every day. That's regimented. Granted, it's not like I'm waking up at 6, climbing a fucking mountain, and making a smoothie, going to I do like 5 things. I fucking sleep, record, stream, I fucking jerk off.
Oh, God.
Let's be honest here. Where is our podcast? You're our family now. Like someone commented.
Slap the salami.
I slapped the shit out of the salami. My poor dick. I mean, how many times can a man jerk off in one day without it really becoming a problem, to be quite honest with you? Anyway, sleep, jerk off, eat, stream, podcast, and work out. 6 things. How many things would you say you do? It can't be that much more than 6.
I do a lot these days. I'm killing it these days.
Let's hear it.
Wake up. Do some homework if I have to.
This fucking guy, homework. work.
Yeah,
What are we, 9 years old?
Apparently.
What is this fucking Sunday toddler camp over here?
Go to class.
Nice.
Work out.
Knowledge.
I cook my own food these days.
That's fucking,
I know, dude.
He does do that.
I brew my own cold brew.
I know what that means now. They put in the ice and shit. And,
I'm constantly experimenting with new forms of content in my head, you know. Play some video games here and there.
Absolutely.
Did I say exercise?
You did.
Okay.
You could say it again. We know you work out. No, go ahead. Let the people know for a third time.
Oh, I work out.
He makes those gains. I mean, for a while you were Philion fit.
True.
You're fit, just like Kenny's fit. Phil's fit. That should be your new name, Phil's fit.
That would be going back.
You're trying to expand. Let's talk about that, please. You need to address this.
Yeah, let's hear it.
No, I want you to explain. I could set you up for it, and then you could knock it out of the fucking park. Can I just, roast your comment section for a second?
Yeah,
Do I have full permission? Guys, I don't know if you've noticed, Phil does not want to be shoehorned and boxed in to only making fitness content. And I know what you're thinking. Shut the fuck up, new guy. All right, we've been rocking with this guy for years. We want to see fitness. He's trying to evolve as a creator, and he'll touch upon this more, but I need to set you up for this. He's doing the podcast. He's doing new stuff where he talks about new things, not only being cookie cutter, Philion fit, fitness industry. There's so much more to him than just fitness, and then you could, go on to
Thank you,
that.
Vincent.
No problem. That's what friends are for.
Yeah.
You better say some nice shit about me after this.
I love you. Let's start with that.
Well, thank you. I love you too.
But
you're fucking great.
You put it perfectly. I don't want to be shoehorned. I don't want to be put into a box.
Absolutely.
I feel like people, they look at their creators, people they watch online, and they're like, I subscribe for this. This is all I want to watch now. And it's like, I get that, but it's not how it works.
Think about it this way. Find in your brain right now, we'll do a little exercise here. It's going to be fun. Everyone get a fucking snack, buckle in, all right? Think about one thing that you love to do so much. And then picture yourself constantly being bombarded by people telling you to do that every day in everything that you do creatively. I don't care what it is. You're going to get sick of it. I play Pokemon all the time. There are times where I'm just in my brain, fuck this. I want to play Mario, or I want to go live and just shoot the shit with the people. You that's the problem with the YouTube algorithm more than anything else, honestly, is that it's very rare that you find yourself a variety channel, especially an up-and-coming variety channel that can do fitness stuff, vlog stuff, commentary stuff, music, fucking anything. All these different things. A channel really thrives when every video on it is as successful as the last. In other words, if you're doing all vlogs, then all of a sudden you upload a fucking rap, and people are like, what the fuck is this? I want vlogs. You run into getting into some trouble.
The main reason why I don't make fitness content anymore, if we're going into this, is because there's a ceiling in the fitness industry.
100%.
The top people, the top that have been doing, fitness content for the past 8-10 years, because it's been around that long, have what, 1 million followers? That may sound like a lot, and it is, but that's it. It doesn't get any higher.
We've had this conversation literally hundreds of times off camera and off away from our channels, but in order to maximize all of your abilities, because you're so good at content creation,
thank you.
You can't only be in the fitness space.
No.
Dude, you could literally comment on anything.
Yep.
And that's what's so beautiful about this. We both just get to provide our opinions on so much shit. And the more we do it, the better we're going to get. You can literally already tell a difference. I can feel it right now from the first episode, which we thought the first episode was great. So much better right now. So
much better.
It's fucking night and day.
Yeah, it's funny when you watch something back, you're like, yeah, this is great. And then 24 hours later, you're like, fuck, why did I do that? I could have done this better.
Yeah. And it goes back to the thing I say all the time. It's just when you're in the moment, sometimes things feel incredible, and then you reflect on them and you're like, was that the best decision? Did I make the best choice there of words or whatever? I can't remember if we said this or not, but we have color now. I don't think we addressed this yet. We have color. A lot of people were feeling the black and white, but there were also a lot of people, not only in the comment section, but that were hitting me up separately on Instagram and Twitter and stuff that were like, yo, we want to see some color. And then when my mom redid the set, there's just so much color now in the background that we were like, you know what?
You mean I talked to the manager and I said it's in our budget now?
He's right. The budget was a little bit steep for that first episode. We got a little bit better on our feet now. We could afford to keep it in color as opposed to turning it black and white. You're absolutely right, Phil. 100%. But yeah, no, this is going to look great. I'm really excited to see the feedback. And Phil even said, it's dope that the first episode will always be like a little time capsule of this is black and white and moving forward from there. Now we're in color.
You love to see it.
I love to see you. I love to see us interacting like
great.
this. It's fantastic. Something that might be great to some, not that great to others, is I guess we could segue into what's going on Instagram in the next couple of months.
Oh, yeah, the new update where they're just getting rid of likes. How do you feel about that, Vin?
You can already tell I'm a little iffy on a topic. At least I've noticed in the last 2 episodes where it takes me a second, then I just kind of breathe into the mic. I don't know. So to further elaborate on what Phil said, essentially what Instagram is doing is they're not getting rid of likes. You can still like posts. However, only the creator will be able to see what amount of likes it got. In other words, if Phil puts a post up and I like it and 13,000 other people liked it, we can't see that. Only he can see that. And I think part of the reason why they're doing that is because, you know, growing up now is way different than when me and you were growing up. I mean, we didn't get Instagram. At least I didn't get Instagram. By the way, I'm 23. He's 21. I'm not 40. Let's get that fucking clear right from the jump, okay?
You look like my father, dude.
Yeah,
with that
it looks
beard.
like father and son having a Sunday dinner over here. So I didn't get Instagram, I don't think, till I was a sophomore or junior in high school. So it was much later on. But dude, there are young kids now that have Instagram and Twitter and YouTube at age fucking 7, 6.
No, I know. It's nuts.
5 sometimes? 5 years old with an Instagram? What are you posting?
What are you doing?
Your poopy that you took this morning?
I took a pee-pee.
Post a little pee-pee? So for them, you run into this tricky thing of their whole life becomes likes.
Yeah.
It's like they're mini content creators. And that's scary. And a lot of people are getting very upset. And
they base their like worth
yes, that's the best way to put
likes
it.
And engagement. And if I'm being honest, me and you, like, we can say that we're like good about it, but like subconsciously or on some certain level, our lives kind of revolve around how many likes and how many views we get.
I wouldn't even say kind of. I would say 1,000%.
And it's messed up because like a lot of the times I'll find myself in like a negative mindset. It's because like I'm not getting a lot of views, and it's like, Phil, what the fuck are you doing, buddy? Wake up.
Yeah.
Wake up, buddy.
And you know what? I think long term, the more that I think about this, I'm really trying to be careful with what I say here because I want to make sure that I'm having a cohesive conversation when we talk about serious shit like this, but also I want to make sure that I'm actually like thinking actively about it and making sure I'm saying what I really want to say and not just spewing out words. I think long term it's a good thing. Part of the reason for me, I initially, when people brought this up to me in my live streams, my initial reaction is, yo, that's fucking whack. They're going to remove likes from Instagram. That's the whole culture of Instagram. Mm-hmm. But, you know, I think that's just because I don't like change.
Yep.
Anything in my life that starts to change, from the moment I downloaded Instagram, it was always, oh, I got a couple likes. That's cool. Then you get more likes. You feel good. But it's, you know, if I had a child and they went to school and they were being bullied because of the fact that they got less likes than the popular kid at school, it's like,
bro, I was watching.
Fuck that.
I was at my grandparents' house. Me and my grandpa were watching some TV, and it was like the local news station, right? And like a bunch of just people that have no idea anything about social media, and they were talking about this, and I was like, you guys just have, you're clueless.
Yeah,
like,
just shut the fuck up. For lack of a better term, shut the fuck up. It's crazy though because you're not in a class right now. You have a professor right now that we both had, but we took 2 different classes with her. I took a class all about media and children, and literally a lot of the premise of the class was explaining how social media could be negative to younger kids. And obviously, I was the one in the class who, at the time, YouTube was my full-time job.
Yeah.
Has been for a long time. Thank you guys, by the way, for your support. You're the reason why we're both able to do this. I would always be the counter argument. I would say, I think it's beneficial. Here are the reasons why. And I think in anything, there's good and there's bad. And anything in excess is bad for you. Like too much of something, no matter what it is, even if it's good shit. You know, too much broccoli, bad.
Yeah.
You're going to be shitting like an animal.
You're going to be farting up a storm.
I think. Does broccoli make you shit? I think it does.
It makes you produce a lot of gas.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What? You know a lot about food.
I do.
What's like the best thing to put into your body, would you say? Because some people would say fruit, too much sugar. Vegetables are probably the best, right?
Whole foods.
Example. Whole foods.
Fruit, vegetables. You know, I could piss off some vegans right here. It depends, like, how you feel about meat, but...
Dive in.
It really...
Piss off the vegans, why don't you, in episode 2?
No, I got nothing against vegans.
Yeah, vegans are cool, man. I've wanted to do it many times. I just would never be able to.
I've tried it briefly.
You guys have really solid willpower. For sure.
It depends. You have to look at the person's goals and what they want to accomplish. Like, what may be good for you may not be good for me. So,
I ate something before this. Let's talk about this. This is definitely not something good to put into your body. You guys will know in the comments if like I think this is an Italian thing. It might not be. I don't know what the fuck it's called. I feel like I know what the word is, but I'm not even going to say it for lack of... Phil, I'm going to be honest. It's literally like... I think what it is the inside lining of stomach from
that's tripe.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. Tripe.
Maybe. Regardless, I ate that before we were recording this. I don't even know where the fuck it came from. It was just in my fridge.
It's from a cow.
It was... It was so good.
Really?
Dude, it couldn't have been good for you because it was so good. Like, I was eating it. I was like, I was morphing into a fucking cow.
Hell yeah.
It was delicious. Man, I'm on this weight loss grind right now, but I got to tell you guys, I think I'll always be fat, at least in my heart.
Shut up.
No, in my heart. You didn't let me finish.
Okay.
I just love food so much that no matter if I'm shredded to the gills or not, I will always want the McDonald's. I will always want the ice creams.
I'll tell you what. The other night when we recorded this podcast and I went home and nothing was open, my only option was McDonald's. I felt like a degenerate. It was disgusting and it set me off for the next 24 hours were just bathroom and pain. Like,
bro, it's the same thing every time I eat McDonald's. In the moment, you feel like you're fucking Superman.
No, not even that. I was like, oh God, why am I eating this? Oh, what the fuck?
Don't like it while you're... Me, I'm the opposite. I'm eating it and I'm like fucking... feeling myself. I'm doing a little dance, throwing a fry up, fucking catching that shit, putting it in the fucking... I'm literally dancing while I eat it. I'm so happy. And then I lay in bed after and I'm just like, piece of chewing gum
Yeah.
and just fucking blob style, just hating myself. But McDonald's, if you want to sponsor us.
Yeah, Golden Arches.
The Golden fucking Arches, man.
Ray Kroc. You ever see The Founder?
No. You see the movie with... who played Batman back in the day? Michael Keaton.
No, I'm just kidding.
You're a piece of shit. I got excited.
Yeah, it's The Founder.
And he's like, yeah, you do know the movie.
Yeah.
You just never saw it.
I literally just asked you if you saw The Founder.
Oh, that's what you said?
Yes.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Those are the pots, eh?
I need new ears over here, guys. Yeah, but no, he said we're not in the burger business. We're in the real estate business.
Yep.
That was fucking badass.
He's a crazy dude.
Did you really say The Founder?
Yes.
I blanked the fuck. You know what it was? Fat kid at heart. We started talking about McDonald's. I wasn't even looking. I was looking at you, but I just saw a fucking chicken nugget. I just wanted to eat you, bro.
You just saw Fabio.
Yeah, just Fabio and chicken nuggets, bro. But yeah, fast food is fucking fantastic. I don't even know how the fuck we would segue from fast food to talking about this YouTube Kids thing, but at some point we have to talk about it.
Let's do a hard segue right now.
You know what kids love? McDonald's. YouTube kid policies are changing. Phil, read the slideshow.
Okay, so me and Vinny.
Yes, I just whipped. Leave me alone.
Watched the video.
We did.
It was from like the YouTube creators, right? Isn't that the
channel? YouTube creators channel on YouTube.
Basically, YouTube is telling us about these new rules and regulations that are going live rather soon. And what's happening is YouTube is getting strong-armed by the federal government with this set of laws which requires creators on YouTube to mark videos if they're intended for kids or not to kids.
And you could do your whole channel in one foul swoop, basically. Is my whole channel for kids or not for kids?
Yeah, you can. But what's a kid?
She actually said that in the video. Yeah. We started laughing, but we literally said to both of us, we were watching this video, go, what the hell? What is a kid, though? Like, what age is a kid? And then she goes, what's a kid?
One must define what a kid is before we embark on this journey.
Yes.
So, according to YouTube and these not according to YouTube, according to COPPA or COPA feel of these balls.
Jesus, Phil. We're talking about a serious issue over here.
Not intended for kids.
This fucking guy. Yeah, well, we know this podcast is definitely not fucking intended for kids. We can check that box right fucking now. I just said fuck 8 times in the last 10 seconds. Fuck.
So, a kid is anyone under 13.
Okay. Yes.
So, a video is intended for kids if the subject of the matter of the video is kid-like, if children are the intended audience, like, the redundancy in these guidelines, if it includes child actors or models, if it uses language that is meant for children to understand, if it includes characters, celebrities, or toys that appeal to children, if it includes activities...
That one's tough.
Yeah, that one's just whack.
That one's oofy poopy.
We can talk about that one.
Yeah.
If it includes activities that appeal to children, if it includes songs, stories, or poems that appeal to children.
So you might be hearing everything Phil's saying right now, and you're probably thinking, well, why is that even a big deal? So your video gets classified, whether it's for adults or for kids. What difference does it make? The difference that it makes is that basically, and we're recording this, by the way, November 13th. It's currently 1:08 in the morning, just so you guys have context of when we heard this information, all the information we have right now. If your channel or these specific videos are deemed under the age of 13 and they are for kids, you lose, like, all your features.
Yep.
Not all of them. I'm exaggerating, obviously, but you lose so much.
Bro, you lose all your features.
It's fucking crazy.
No comments.
Yeah, they take the comment section away.
Disabled. No personalized ads, which...
severely cuts your revenue.
Yep. Like, you're not making any money after this point. No info cards and no end screens.
And on top of that, I saw, too, no community posts, no community tab, and no stories. So they strip your... I mean, are you going to say, who the fuck uses stories anyway?
Dude, can we talk about how I got 16 likes on my community post?
Yeah, we will get to that 100%, because this guy's got a lot to vent about today. Dude, this fucking inside of the cow stomach making me burp up a storm. I'm trying to be polite over here. But yeah, so basically, if you deem your content to be, kid content, you're losing all of these features. You're getting severely underpaid, comparatively speaking, to what you were getting paid, because you get less personalized ads. For people like me and you, that's not a big deal. We make content that's geared towards an older audience. Yeah. But what about the guy that, unboxes toys or plays with Play-Doh or, has a dressed up Spider-Man and a dressed up Venom hanging out, talking?
Well, there should be a distinction made here. There's people that exploit the children audience.
I'm talking about the good people that are genuinely making content for
like
kids.
Like Blue's Clues on YouTube.
Yeah, and, I'm sure there's a nice guy out there playing with Play-Doh, making a dinosaur and running into the village. That's a nice person that just wants to make kid-friendly content. But you're right. There are those weird, like, Spider-Man and Elsa go to the store and they're just, like, fucking dry humping by the end of it. Like, that shit's fucked up, and that shouldn't even be on YouTube, to be honest with you. That shit's fucked.
That's Mo and Ethan Bradbury.
Yo, they're hilarious, but if they're doing that, fuck that shit.
Yeah, they're doing that.
I don't like that. That content is the definition of what you just said, exploiting younger kids, whatever. But my point is, I don't just, again, back to just change. It's scary shit, because these are entirely new policies that are and I don't think this is YouTube's fault, and I actually applaud them for making a whole video talking about this before people, find out about it through other means, and then they just attack YouTube, and then YouTube's forced to react. They reacted first here, at least from what I understand. So I'm applauding them for that. That's good shit. I think they're doing a much better job of actively, being more transparent and talking about things more to us as creators and to overall.
I just liked how in the video at the end she's like, talk to a lawyer.
Yeah, that was crazy too. I mean, she did say, we can't give you legal advice whether or not your channel is, mature or under the age of 13. The part that freaks me out a little bit, I'll be honest, playing games, a lot of Nintendo games, they're loved by all ages, but a lot of them you could argue, they're for kids and they're for adults. But there's a point there. It says if you use kid-friendly characters.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you're playing a game with Pikachu in it, does that make it kid content, even though the subject matter that's being talked about in said video is at a mature level? In other words, I'm talking things about, like, in my content, depression, anxiety, sexual shit, cursing. I talk about how I am right here is essentially how I am in my regular videos. This is definitely not kid-friendly by any stretch of the imagination. So I would argue no. We both have, and all of my circle really has, mature adult content. We just happen to play a game that is not really for... you could argue, yes, Pokemon's targeted for kids, but it's a game that's beloved by so many.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm making the content for the 5-year-old little boy that's fucking watching.
Nintendo's pretty universal.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. So, just us thinking about our own content, I don't think this will affect us, and I hope it doesn't affect us. But it's scary to think that at any point, whether it's a branch of government swooping in or YouTube themselves that makes a call on something like this, that it could directly alter your livelihood. It's terrifying.
Bro, I think I'm on a blacklist from YouTube. They have a picture of my face with a dot in their crosshairs, and they're like, if this kid posts a video, they pull every string they can to fuck me over, dude.
Phil's just butthurt because his community post got 16 likes.
In what world? Why give me the feature, right? Why?
Yeah, your audience did not see that post. There's no way. Unless literally 399,000 of them were like, you know, Phil, we're going to sit out on this podcast. 16, however.
Yep.
Chewing gum guy.
They could be.
Kenny's Fit. They were all like,
Yep.
We're going to be there. We're going to be roasting.
What was her name? Forte?
Nina, I believe.
Nina Forte.
What's my wife's
Thank
name? Yeah, I don't have her comment right here, but Nina, you're great. Thanks for being here. Let me take you out. Seriously, that was not a joke, by the way. So hit me up.
I think my bannermen, my people, have not come to this podcast yet. I think they missed the bus, and we got to go pick them up.
I think, honestly, listen, we said going into it, we had a number in our head going into it, what we thought we'd be at this point. This is awesome right now. Like, yo, we're killing it. Like, you guys are killing it. We're killing it. This is gonna be absolutely huge. And we knew that coming into it. We had that feeling of like, yo, this is gonna be one of the biggest things we ever do. Definitely though, it's crazy because you look at it, combined total. If you just look at our sheer numbers, I'm at 160 about. You're at what, almost 400. A shitload of people, and we're at the time of recording this, we're right at the 5K mark.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it comes down to basically what I'm trying to say is not everyone from both channels even know we're doing this.
Oh yeah,
it's going to take a while for them to know. I think when you promote this episode and the previous episode in your next video that's going to be dropping before this, because we're recording this super early. Yep. These drop every Sunday at noon. There's going to be a continuous huge flux of people that are coming. My people
are going to fucking pull through, baby.
And skull fuck the comment section.
Yep. Fuck Vinny. Phil's the Chad.
Like, no, listen, anytime you work with someone new, and, you know, I said this even in the first episode, when people first watch us, they're probably like, you know, I like this about him, I don't like this about him, blah, blah, blah. The more you guys see us interact.
Cross-pollinate.
Yeah, like I saw one comment that was really, like, did not like the first episode. And of course, listen, we're not for everybody. Not everyone's going to like everything we do, and I'm completely accepting to that fact. But he had a comment, something along the lines of, you know, don't just, you know, collab for the sake of growth and you guys having this corporate friendship. I'm like...
That was a comment?
Someone said something along the lines of basically, we're doing this because we're two separate creators that can merge two audiences. We are literally brothers.
We're best college.
Yeah, we're best friends. So I don't know if we gave off a vibe that we're actually not as close as we are, but this is one of the most organic things ever. Yeah. We both had this idea. We both wanted to bring this to the table.
The most organic thing.
What would be the most organic?
Me and you.
Oh, so
this is it.
We are. Yeah, isn't that? Wait, did you? Maybe I'm just deaf today. Did you say?
Wake up!
It is the most organic thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
We agree. Yeah, yes. I am fucking. If you want, I can start screaming every other word again.
Too much horse tranquilizer.
Take it down, horse tranquilizer. Just keep it nice and fucking steady, Vinny. But listen, I'm going to get more calm as we make these videos, and Phil will get more energized, like the Energizer bunny that he has within him. And it's going to be fucking sick. But you can already tell a huge shift in dynamic. This is fucking... We said that in the first episode.
Like, we are sailing right now.
We are on fucking point. But we came into this with a couple things that we want to talk about. The Instagram likes thing, the YouTube child thing that we're going to come back to these topics as, you know, things unfold and we get more information and stuff like that. But I saw a lot of people wanted us to talk about things along the lines of, you know, just the age we live in with the internet and your whole life being on the internet, and cancel culture is something that we wanted to talk upon briefly. I actually think we're on the tail end of the whole cancel culture. I think it's kind of phasing out.
I don't know about that, buddy.
You don't think so? I mean, I don't think it's as harsh as it was. Just briefly explain I don't even know what your thoughts are on cancel culture. So this is going to be the first time we're talking about this.
I mean, a lot of it is bullshit. I think it's stupid to just jump the gun on things and just cancel people out because they, you know, did something 10 years ago and it's just taken out of context.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think we should promote forgiveness, not for everyone. Like, some people just do some really fucked up shit, but that's basically it.
My whole thing on it is that, you know, like you said, some people do some unforgivable shit, and you know, people that do shit that's so heinous, and I don't even have to talk about these things. Think about in your head, heinous shit, and yes, that's what I'm talking about. Like bad, evil shit. Yes, they deserve to be canceled. But the fact that we're living in a society right now where you literally everyone has to be perfect. No one can make a fucking mistake. everything you've done since you were fucking 0, just popping out of the womb. You have to be this clean slate, picture perfect individual. It's all horseshit.
Politically correct, too.
And the people doing the canceling have made mistakes. All of us, we're fucked. That's what makes us human. Earth to fucking everyone on the planet. Like, we're all gonna do something fucked up in our lives. We're all gonna make a mistake. We're all gonna look back at something we did years ago and just cringe at the fact of, damn, like I said that, I did that. And it also, like you said, is out of context. Some things that you said 10 years ago, you can't even think about now. You know what I'm saying?
Did you see the new Dave Chappelle special?
I loved it. Yeah, it was amazing. They
tried to cancel him after he made that show. Like,
his whole, if you guys want to go check it out, it's called Sticks and Stones. It's on Netflix. You should definitely go check it out. Fucking awesome. Like, literally fucking awesome. And he basically touches upon cancel culture and the fact that you really can't feel safe and you really can't joke about things anymore. And like I said, I think it is getting better. I think we are moving in the right direction. You're giving me a look like you disagree, and that's totally cool.
I have zero faith in people.
I see, I'm on the opposite. I am like the biggest believer in people.
Oh,
I just hate this facade that we're living in where everyone is like a white knight and everyone is so, everything's great. I make no mistakes in my life. Like, dude, get the fuck out of here.
It's true.
So unrealistic. I mean, and this is a topic that you could go on and just repeat yourself and talk about the same things over and over again, but in my opinion, people deserve second chances. You know, I mean, it's obviously a scenario.
What about third chances?
Yeah.
Fourth?
I mean, it depends on the scenario. If you're constantly doing the same thing, you're about to say fifth? Oh!
No. Do you know who I'm about to say?
No.
Logan Paul.
Oh, okay.
Because some people express in the comments like, "Oh, Vinny likes Logan Paul." It's like,
yeah, it drives me fucking crazy. I mean, listen, I'm not gonna beat around the bush here, and I'm gonna be really careful with what I say because you know what? No, fuck that. I don't even give a fuck. I am a Logan Paul fan.
Yeah, you're allowed to be.
And you know what? I always see comments and people hitting me up like, "I've lost a ton of respect for you, Vinny. This is bullshit." Why is it so wrong for me to see that this guy did a really dumb fucking thing? And he knows he's done a dumb fucking thing. He talks about it openly. Everyone knows this. It was fucking stupid. You all know what I'm talking about. Multiple dumb things. He, in my opinion, and if you really follow his content now and you watch his podcast and you see what he's been doing, in my opinion, has turned over a new leaf, is leading a better life, setting a better example, literally doing everything you possibly can do to be a better person.
I would agree with that.
And I would argue it's almost better to see someone fall and rise back up than someone that's just the straightened arrow that never makes a mistake, because we all do.
True.
Granted, his mistake was on a fucking global scale. Seriously. Yeah. And he was on top of the world and did some dumb shit. But I think that he should be, redeemable. And he is redeemable. And it's just people, and, I think it's a lot of younger people, too, that'll just never give him another shot. And you're completely entitled to that. But don't come over to my fucking neck of the woods and fucking... Jesus, that was not a good, that was a very poor choice of phrase considering what we're talking about. Oh. Jesus Christ. Don't come over to what I'm doing and just me being a fan of him. Jesus fucking Christ.
Don't come over to Japan.
Oh, God. Don't come to my space and fucking think I'm doing something wrong by supporting someone that, in my opinion, is leading a better life.
We all got our own opinions.
Yeah, and that's cool. Literally, that's totally cool. God, that was the worst phrase ever. Are you fucking kidding me? How did that, of all phrases, how is that what pops into my head, man? But what are your opinions on the Logan stuff? Because I just went on for fucking 5 minutes. I'm curious what you think.
I mean, I don't really have a big opinion on him. I just think that he's done a lot of dumb shit, and he continues to do a lot of dumb shit. Morally speaking, he's questionable.
Okay, and again, look at this. 2 people disagreeing and still able to have a conversation. That's another thing that's completely lost,
also,
in my opinion.
Put yourself in his shoes for a second. Nobody can predict 20 million followers. Like, you don't know what that... There's no textbook on social media or, how one person reacts.
That's another thing, too. And there's no defending what he did. And I'm completely clear to talk about that and have that stance. The fact that it even got uploaded to this day still blows my mind that not one person around him was like, don't fucking do this. It's not a good idea. The thing is, though, and this is not me defending it, but when you have fucking, at the time, whatever it was, 10 million subscribers, money's coming in like crazy, you just want that next big thing. What's the thing that's going to shake YouTube up? Unfortunately, it shook YouTube up for all the wrong reasons.
The apology video.
That was the worst. And I think he knows this too. It was the worst fucking apology video of all time. It was awful. And that's the thing. I'm not like a fucking dick rider. I'm just a fan of the guy. I think there's a clear difference between, you having an opinion on someone and just blatantly defending something that just can't be defended. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's my stance on that. I've actually never in full detail really talked about it to this length. So that's why I keep telling people like that's what's so dope about a podcast forum. You just can dive into
go
shit.
for it.
Yeah, because like me tweeting my thoughts on this is completely different than me actually expressing my opinion. And again, it's totally okay to have an opinion on all
my
this
biggest
shit.
thing, like morally speaking, have you seen the Shane Dawson documentary on like Jake Paul's life?
I never watched it, no. The sociopath stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never watched it, so I really can't comment on it.
But do you know what Logan did to Jake with a relationship?
Oh, he essentially got with his ex-girlfriend, right?
Yeah, so fucked.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying though. Again, can you name, this is where I would counter the shit. Can you name anything recently that he's done that in the last year that has been something on that level of the things that we've already talked about?
I don't pay attention to him that closely.
Yeah, well, I'm saying mainstream shit that would get the attention like it has in the past. In my opinion, he's, like I said, been doing a much better job. And, that's really all I'm going to say about it. We just dedicated 25 minutes to Logan.
God damn it.
He's got enough publicity.
Dude.
But yeah, shout out
just
Logan.
Fell into the Logan Paul trap.
Listen, it's a topic that a lot of people like to talk about. He's a fucking polarizing figure. But it's, again, redemption stories. I mean, look at someone like fucking Robert Downey Jr., dude. The guy was a fucking mess. Mm-hmm. And now you don't even think about that when you talk about Robert Downey Jr. He's just fucking Iron Man.
Iron Man sucks.
You are a piece of fucking
by
dog shit. Your opinion sucks. Oh, Iron Man, Disney, segue.
No.
Disney Plus.
Fuck that.
You don't even want to talk about Disney Plus at all?
I mean, you can, but I'll sit here and listen.
Do you like any form of entertainment besides your own fucking content, you narcissistic sociopath?
Yeah, I just jerk off to myself.
Shane should make a fucking documentary on you son of a bitch. Do you know what Disney Plus is?
Yeah, it's a new streaming service.
Yeah, I was
what shows are coming out that you're just like, can't wait to see?
Well, I mean, shows is... Well, there's that. I don't like Star Wars. Not that I don't like Star Wars. I've never seen Star Wars, but part of the reason why I'm excited for Disney Plus is to finally get into Star Wars. You don't give a fuck, but all the Marvel movies are there. I think The Simpsons is all on it because Disney owns Fox now. Dude, like there's just so much content there. You would still argue Netflix is superior?
Yes.
Just from a content perspective?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I like Disney's just a corporate giant
machine, a conglomerate. Yeah. It's fucking crazy.
It sketches me out.
It is kind of weird that they
Bro,
literally own everything.
They buy everything. They own everything. They're brainwashing us on some sort of level.
I think all brands brainwash us. Do you remember when Kanye went crazy and he said we're all slaves to big brands and everyone at the time was like, this guy's fucking nuts. Tell him to shut the fuck. Dude, like we are legit slaves to brands.
People are slaves to Kanye.
I think we probably shouldn't use the term slaves, but like
stands.
Yeah. In other words, like super fans to the point where like you'll defend anything.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as brands go though, I'll be honest, I like Apple products. They have the fucking besides the user experience, they have that Apple logo. Love the Apple logo.
I don't think I have a brand like that.
Nothing that you just like to buy everything that they do?
No.
Nothing at all, really.
I don't think so.
That's interesting.
I prefer like PCs over Macs, although I edit on a Mac.
I would say I'm more so about the experience than the brand, but don't get me wrong. If I had to choose between name brand clothing item or just regular plain black tee, I'd probably go with the name brand thing. I think you'd say the same. You're wearing a Champion shirt right now. How would you not say
this was a gift?
Oh, this guy.
Shout out Devin.
Yo, Devin. Guy or girl?
It's my sister's boyfriend.
Shout out Devin. Good to hear from you.
Dude, I rock black tees. That's like...
all I wear.
Did I tell you about what I was going to do?
No.
I was going to throw out all my not throw them out, but donate all my clothing and just buy black t-shirts.
I support this 1,000%. We literally joke around about this all the time. Every time we go out, I wear the same black fucking tee.
Dude.
I have like 18 of them, but they're the same shirt.
What do I wear every time we go out?
Dude, you have the best swag. He walks into the club like a goddamn vampire. He's got his long black cloak, black tee, black pants, and then those pointy black shoes.
Yeah.
Every time. Swag fucking Zilla to the motherfucking max, stomping on through. I'm weird with clothes. I like to I have a handful of shirts, I'd say maybe 5 or 6 shirts that I love the way they look on me.
Bro, you wear the same black polo that you're wearing right now.
Yeah, it's this shirt I literally have in an absurd amount of, like, I have this one but without a pocket. I have one that's a little bit newer, so it's a little bit darker black. I have one that's older than this one. I love the black polo tees for whatever reason, and I feel like they just fit me the best.
But like, you should have names for each of them because you know how each of them slightly fits you. Like,
well, this is literally the definition of all reliable. Every time we go out, I don't know what I'm wearing. I'm like, Phil, should I slap on all reliable? He's like, let's fucking go. I can't believe you're not that excited. So many people are excited about Disney Plus.
Don't care.
I feel like you're an outlier though. You don't like Marvel movies. I'd say you're in a percentage of like 90-10 split. Is that fair to say? I'm not a mathematician,
I'd say like
Phil.
99-1.
99, yeah, you would say it was even bigger. I would not disagree with you.
I don't get why people are just like horny for Marvel and superheroes.
I'm more torqued than this mic stand for Marvel movies. It's like every time you diss Iron Man, I just get upset. I'll keep it real with you. But yeah, I have to go on a plane soon. And this is the first time I'm actually traveling alone. I'm not going to lie. Not to sound like a little puss boy to quote
stop being
Phil's
a fucking
fans.
bitch, dude.
I'm bugging out.
You're a 23-year-old man.
Yeah.
You can travel.
Yeah. I'm just not feeling it. I'll be honest with you.
Why?
I just like having company in anything. Even if it's like...
Company,
yeah.
Okay.
In other words, just like hanging out with someone.
Okay, but this is literally... How long is the flight? 3-4 hours?
It's not long. It's like 2:45.
Bro.
About. Yeah. No, but I would... Okay, what I'm saying is I would much rather be sitting in the seat talking to someone, hanging out with someone, than me fucking sitting there on my phone. I just prefer human interaction. With anything that I do, I would rather be with people.
We are opposites.
You'd rather just fucking Stonewall Jackson be by yourself on the plane? All right.
Stonewall Jackson.
I respect it. This guy sends me a fucking... What did you send me today? A bust of fucking Alexander the Great, some conqueror. He's like, he kind of looks like me.
No, okay. I get a DM on Instagram. He's like, dude, I didn't know you were in my history textbook. And I was like, holy fuck. I have Macedonian blood.
Look at that
My
shit.
great uncle is Alexander the Great. Also, Alexander the Great's father's name was Philip.
That's oddly weird. That's a conspiracy theory right there.
He looks just like me.
I think you're trying to conquer the world starting with this podcast.
Like, yes.
Dude, let's wrap this up because we're at the 57-minute mark.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Fucking flew by the way.
That's
and this
wild.
was 1,000% better than the first one, which I feel like we're going to say every fucking week, which is awesome. Here's
Very
the
true.
thing. I think we should wrap it up by setting some goals.
Okay.
For not only for ourselves, but for the podcast. You can start. Fucking bitch.
Yo.
Why they get so aggressive so
10K
fast?
subs, that's like a milestone, right? But that's pussy shit.
Let's fucking...
If my people come through...
Let's rack it up.
15, 20K, baby.
Let's say 20K by episode 3.
That's...
Doable.
I mean, I hope so. Let's see.
Jinx, you owe me a soda. 20K by episode 3. That's our goal.
That's...
I have been promoting the shit out of this. Literally, at the end of every live stream, I just send people the link. Go check it out. Let's go. Send the troops. But, you know, it's going to be interesting to see how this episode performs without the 2, like, announcement video pushes. In other words, we have right now almost about 5,000 subs. Are all 5,000 people going to watch the new episode because they're really fresh and new subs? It's going to be interesting to see, for sure.
I don't know how many people know that I have a podcast from my channel, and it's pissing me off.
Same here. Dude, there's 160,000, almost 400,000, and there's like 5,000 diehard dedicated people that are going to come to whatever we do. But I think if the masses also saw this, they would fuck with it 100%.
I agree.
We wouldn't upload trash. Like, this is lit.
No, it is.
And it's only getting litter, my boy.
Literally every episode is going to improve in some way or another.
You can already tell the bouncing back and forth has been so much better.
Fabio's got his mic fixed now, too.
Yeah, Fabio's got the gain turned up. I think I did a better job at keeping it more tame.
You took the horse tranquilizer.
In today's episode, yeah.
I took some mainline, some cold brew.
I love how, like, the consensus was like, Vinny, calm the fuck down. Philly, speak the fuck up.
Color?
Yeah.
Color, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
By the way, we have, like, this cool filter that Phil's putting over...
It's called a LUT.
A LUT? Yeah,
Yes.
it's a... What was the word we used?
Look up table. That's what it stands for.
Look up table. No, I'm saying, what was the... it's not a filter, but it's a...
It's a color grade.
Color grade. Color grade.
Just makes things look cinematic.
It's going to look sick.
We have to figure out and by figure out, I mean Google, how to get this podcast on Apple Music, the podcast app.
Oh, yeah, that's another... Thank God you just remember
Spotify.
that. It will be on Spotify and iTunes and all that stuff. I'll be honest with you guys. We said we were going to Google it by this episode, and we didn't. We will, though, very soon. Hopefully by Sunday. I'll let you guys know in like a pinned comment if we figured it out. Both these episodes will be uploaded, and of course, all of our episodes moving forward. I'm praying to God that this camera did not die. It just literally popped in my head. But one last thing before we wrap it up, which I thought was really cool, and I sent this to you earlier. One of our fans on Twitter sent me a tweet that said when he was at work, he actually saw one of his coworkers laughing, watching something. And he asked him what he was watching, and he was watching us. But the cool part about it is that he had no idea who me and you were. So that means our clickbaity-ass title in the previous podcast is working. It's being shared to people that are watching similar content. So we're pulling in new people as well as people from both of our channels, which is fucking awesome. That's the ideal scenario.
You love to see it.
I think this will be bigger than both of our channels eventually. I'm also going to put that out there.
I don't know.
I think it will.
Like, I don't want to be like narcissistic right now, but Philion's going to blow the fuck up.
As will Original 151.
No,
but I think this, with the
like,
combination of the two of us, oh my God, unstoppable.
True. Absolutely. You know what? I could get behind that.
Good episode too, Phil.
Great episode.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this installment of the Sunday Sauce podcast. If you enjoyed, hit that like button. Let's try to get over 1,000 likes once again. Leave some comments. Give us your feedback is important. As much fun as we have as reading these roast comments, they're great. Provide some feedback as well, because there was so much feedback in the previous episode that we took to heart, and we hopefully, you guys noticed, we've implemented throughout this episode. So thank you so much. Phil, anything else before we wrap it up, buddy?
20K subs.
20K subs by episode 3. Tell your friends. Tell your family. We fucking love you guys.
Love you guys too.
No, your outro. You're forgetting again.
Oh, fuck. Say hello to your grandma for me.
And we're out. See you guys next time. Peace. Yeah, baby! Oh, so good!